Hello, this is Bill Colodzi. Welcome to round 2 versus Submachiner. uh, yeah, so we're on the play. I'll keep this hand. We can get our green source with Arid Mesa, and that's a taiga, so we don't have to do that right away. Needle Spires comes into play tapped, so we can run that up. Doubling season. So there's a little issue with recording match 1. Hopefully I'll figure out something to do there, and you'll have maybe already enjoyed that. But yeah, let's put Arid Mesa into play just so we can thin our deck a bit. No, it's not a huge deal, but and it does expose our taiga to removal, but I think that's overall fine. They might want to kill the Needle Spires anyway with the information they have, and it's unlikely to matter. Ooh, Nyx Fleece Ram. We'll have to try to race that. In any case, we're still drawing lands. I guess that's fine, and we're not under any pressure. But this might be a big life-gaining deck. I mean, so far it looks like it. Right, but I really want to get doubling season going. In the whole first match, that didn't really happen. Oh, boy. Wait. Oh, they're doing it to themselves! Oh, no. Well, if they choose red, we're in a lot of pain here. And I think the cheapest way to reanimate this guy has got to be 4. And they're not really retrace discarding a land, so they probably just don't have the lands to activate all this. Oh, here's the combo. Doubling Season and Porphyros. We just need one more piece. Any token maker should do it. But I'd rather get Doubling Season into play first. Partly because of the mana. Maybe we draw a 2-drop that makes tokens. And that'll be sweet. Ooh, Weathered Wayfarer. Well, that's something. It's not nothing, to put it another way. And I don't think we'll ever be activating this guy with the current state of affairs. But we might sacrifice it to the bombardment. Oh no, they found the third land. Hopefully that doesn't mean some kind of wicked reanimation spell for Iona, naming red. Because if that's the case, a lot of our token generation gets completely shut off. How do you kill this thing? Can we even kill this? I don't think so. We have to make... Oh no. Okay, so we can actually win through Norin's Annex. Attacking isn't really our primary way of winning this. Stinger? That doesn't do much. In fact, I think our best bet here is just to attack with Needle Spires. Because then we can kill the Nyx Fleece Ram. Ooh. Oh, we have to pay a Phyrexian. That's kind of cool. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, they took it all. That is really good for us. I didn't really want to sacrifice this guy yet. They gain 1 off the Nyx Fleece Ram, so we're kind of winning the race here. Oh no, so here's the... not yet. The cheapest way I can think of to get to reanimate a guy is Recurring Nightmare, and they could have done that at 3 with a creature in play. Alright, so what do we do now? Oh, I like that. Nahiri the Harbinger. We can discard Vithian's Stinger and unearth it. But I'd rather... Ooh, shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, maybe we just exile Norn's Annex. I don't know why I'm making this so hard on myself. Oh, we can do Nahiri's Ultimate because of Doubling Season. Finally, this thing pays off. I'll have to check what I have here. Hold on a second. Okay. So our biggest guy we can bring in is like Ash Cloud Phoenix or Flame Tongue Kavu. Those aren't particularly amazing, but we also have Krenko. Krenko does decent work. And then we can always cast it out the next turn. Yeah, I wish we had a bigger payoff here, but that's really about it. Mog War Marshal is kind of cool. Mog War Marshal means 5 creatures. So we might actually win this turn if we get Mog War Marshal. Yeah, as strange as that is, I'm going to get Mog War Marshal over Krenko. It's just better here. What a silly way to win. So we get 2 of these. We get to kill them with this thing. And then keep going. So sacrifice this guy. Yeah, I think they see the combo here. All right, we didn't even have to Descent of the Dragons, although that would have been a sweet way to finish that game too. What do we have? So what are we up against? We're up against kind of a Prison Life Gain deck with reanimation targets that would be hard to beat. So we lucked out a little bit that they didn't get their combo off, because it'd be very hard to fight through that kind of combo. That said, I think we have to go with it. There's one thing we could consider is like removal for that kind of thing. March of Souls, I guess that also is an answer. And cut something a little lower impact, even like Vithian Stinger. Stinger doesn't seem great there. Like, what does this actually do? It doesn't do much. So I'm going to bring in Mangora instead of that and cut a red for a white. That looks a bit better. So that way, if they choose red, we actually have less red things to cast, and assuming they get their reanimation off, this gives us a little bit of a way to come back from it. Very slow Oblivion Ring. What you need is to make a token of Mangora, because then it's just a free exile. How about this hand? Yeah, we can fetch for Taiga and just go off just like we did last game. Porphyros, and we don't need to worry about the prison because we can win without ever attacking. I could get the Taiga now, but I don't mind drawing land. And I don't really want it to get strip mined because we are not sure where the strip mine is. And there's our out if we need it. Cathodion. Pretty neat. Well, we will need double red eventually, but we don't need it now. So let's just play what we can. So the way to play this is Krenko into Porphyros, and then Doubling Season will just be gravy on top of that. We could also Flame Tongue, depending on what happens here. Okay, so Oblivion Ring, I'm fine trading 1 for 1 there. Our real combo is going to be with the Krenko anyway. Our other option here is to Flame Tongue the Cathodion so they can't do any recurring nightmare nonsense next turn. Yeah, make sure to get the Taiga here. Yeah, so I'm actually going to Flame Tongue here. It's a little more conservative. It makes our combo slower, but it doesn't necessarily make our damage that much less. And if they have sacrifice outlets, that makes Cathodion a lot better. So we're not exactly sure how our opponent's deck wins besides that one reanimation combo. Ghostly Prison, okay, a lot of those effects. We could Doubling Season now. That's pretty cool. I don't think Mana Tithe is in this cube. Oh shoot, I don't want to do this. Yeah, no attacks. Whoops. I don't think Mana Tithe is in this cube, so we can safely play out our Doubling Season. Liliana. Sure. Ooh, that's kind of cool. We can Nahiri the Oblivion Ring to get that thing back. Or we can just one-shot them next turn with Tempt with Vengeance. I don't want to mess around too much with wasting time, like getting a million goblins into play with Krenko. I just want to go for the fastest kill, and that seems to be with Porphyros into Tempt, because that gives us 8 tokens, and if we draw a land, it gives us 10, and they all have haste, and not that that will matter too much, but all we really need here is an untapped land, which we don't quite get. But that's fine. So I'm going to go for Krenko right now. Krenko is a must answer for them. And now they have so many things to deal with that it shouldn't be very easy for them to deal with all of it. Well, I guess the only thing they really need to deal with is Porphyros, because they have Ghostly Prison. But if we needed to deal with Ghostly Prison, we could Nahiri the Oblivion Ring, and then Mungara the Ghostly Prison, and hope they don't get another effect like that. But I have to say, it's looking pretty good. Ooh, Obsidat. Well, that's not going to win it. They'll go up to 20, but we'll just be doing 20 damage this turn. 20... oh, we're doing a lot of damage. My goodness, a lot of damage. We've got so many ways to win this turn. Nahiri could probably do it, but let's go for as much damage as possible. So this is 4, and then unless this gets countered, this is going to be a lot more than 4, especially if they are tempted by our offer. That's about right. There's a good little splash in this deck. This is what Cube is all about. Just filling up the screen with a bunch of triggers. Alright, so those happened with 4 to spare. And that's the match, so we're on to the finals with this monstrosity. See you there.